yeah. Feeling like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for popping over. The third demo today in the Virtual Craft Festival, hosted by JP, Carl and Dale. Woodturning again, but we're going to do something a little bit different. Those of you that follow my channel know I like to do different projects and stuff like that. Earworm-wise, let's bring the guys in. We have Wayne the Woodturner, who's on later on this evening. JP Woodworks and Di from Making a Better Life is due in as well. Let's pop them back in the background and show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be turning an elephant. There's a couple of different designs I've done. This one has got little feet. A little bit harder to do, and I wasn't quite happy with the shape of the body on that one. So we're not doing that today. But I have promised Val from Wayne the Big Feety's wife, I will make one of them, so I'll do one separate. So we're going to do a simple design of an elephant today. There we go. So on the lathe, I've already done some prep. I've rounded down some sycamore blanks. These started as 3-inch square. That light is blinding that out, isn't it? Too late now. Right. So I'll start by doing the body.
Do you want me to go through the chat for you, Scott?
Yes, mate, yes.
Right, so over in the chat we've got the Bluelight Turner's Workshop. We've got Wayne the Woodturner, we've got Gerard the French Turner, we've got Woodwardry by Colin. Wayne the Woodturner's out there again, and so is Woodwardry by Colin. We've got Gerard the French Turner, Woodwardry by Colin's out there again. Chris Spinning Wood Dodgers out there, Steve Scott, Sid's Repurposing, Gerard French Turner, Brian over at Heartwood Turning, Peter the Park Wood Turner, Terry Bartlett's out there, Hodgepodge Woodworks is out there, Rubber Dub Woods out there, Steve Scott. Let's keep scrolling down. Auntie Valerie's husband's out there.
Wayne.
Gav Sade Woodworks at Gav's out there. Copper Owl's Woodturning's out there. Circular Wood by Keith's out there. Di Prout. He said he's trying to get in, mate.
Okay, he's not popped up yet.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner's out there. Chris Dodds is out there. Let's keep scrolling down.
Did he click the first link or the second link that I sent him? Because I sent out the wrong link to start off with.
All right.
I'll send him a new link.
No, he's going to send you a new link, Di. Right, so let's keep going down. Duncan the Curly Turner's out there. CJ's Hobbies. I'm not sure if I said them that one. Spirit and Bears out there, so that could be Kez or Phil. If it's Kez, then Kez will be on later tonight at 6 PM UK time.
Or it could be both of them.
It could be both of them. Could be. Could well be. Dave's Creative Metalworks is out there.
Mr. Mewick, good morning.
Making a Better Life out there, which is Di again. Let's keep going down. Robert Dolman, I'm not sure if I've mentioned you, but I've mentioned you again. And that's it for the time being. So from a quick personal note, thank you very much to everybody for supporting the Virtual Craft Festival again. It's you're in for a good show. Got some good creators out here.
I did put the link in just earlier on. I'll probably carry on doing that throughout Scott's show.
Share the love. Thank you everyone for popping over.
Go on, mate.
Thank you everyone for popping over.
We've got Dale up next, doing some scroll sewing.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Woodworm Paul's in, and Brian over at Woodturning's just popped in as well.
Steve Ellis has just come in.
So that's the top of the body done. But because I'm going to use my skew next, I still want to support this piece. So I've just got a rubber doorstop that just sits on the end, just to give me a bit of support. And then when I wind the tailstock in, it just means there's a bit of support there on the end. Alright. Tool rest. I'm just going to put my line roughly back in. I'm working on the 2/3 principle. How's that camera view, guys?
It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. Dinner just walked past Wayne's house.
Yep.
Is that a postman?
No, I don't know. No, the postie's already been.
So as I said, this is a really simple project. Throw them down there. I'm quite happy with that shape. So we're going to take that away. Do a quick bit of sanding on this.
So remember, folks, if you like what Scott does, remember to click that like button and the subscribe button. And if you really like what Scott does, at the top of the link is at the top of the chat. As a pinned one, you can buy Scott a cup of coffee, which will go nicely with a box of Jaffa cakes.
I live on coffee. I think I'm on about 6 so far this morning.
I'm on my second, but I've got a big cup.
So this is just the chestnuts net abrasive I'm using here.
Question from Robert over at Hodgepodge Woodwork says, question, do you have to worry about a hole in your rubber when you put it on the wood?
No.
Chris Dodd says, naughty boy mod.
If you're going to use a doorstop, make sure it's a rubber one and not the hard plastic.
Would that burn it otherwise?
Yeah, and they're not as... It'll mark the wood as well. So let's give that a quick clean.
And Wayne Bigfoot has put in that he's going to make you a live centre adapter and send it down.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Lawrence is in. Good afternoon, Lawrence.
Hi, Lawrence.
Hello, Lawrence.
So we're just cleaning the work off there with a bit of methylated spirits or denatured alcohol.
You said it wrong. It's denatured alcohol.
And this is just a chestnuts acrylic spray-on sanding sealer. So we'll give that a minute to dry. Bit of good old Yorkshire grit. Who's singing?
Not me.
With hands that feel gritty, can be soft as your face. With light brown Yorkshire gritty.
So just make sure you got plenty on there. As Glenn would say, use more. And then with the same bit of cloth, just work it in. Lathe on its slowest setting. So we've got Dale up next doing some scroll sawing. After Dale we have... I did look. It's gone. Who's after Dale, Jamie?
Al's Hack
Who
Shack.
is after Dale? Al's that'll be
Al's
Al's.
Hack Shack. I don't know what he's doing this
Oh,
time round, but his one last time was awesome.
Al's Hack Shack will be doing Al's Hack Shack things.
After watching these demo at the last craft festival, I'm trying to persuade the missus to let me have a bar so I can make one of those beer pumps.
Or have a
And the Beamish has just come in.
Yeah.
Chris Spinning Wood Dodger says, somebody text Joe, we don't need to hear JP sing again.
So there we go. We've worked that in with the cloth. Now we're going to use a clean bit of cloth, and we're just looking for this to come off clean.
Could always be worse. I could always play Wayne's music.
Oh, well, that was harsh.
Now the grit's then done its job.
At least I put music on, Jamie.
Screwdriver.
See, in your live, I thought the music was brilliant in your live this morning.
I know, right?
What? Because there weren't any.
Because there wasn't any. Exactly.
He's talking about my singing.
This is just a bit of Chestnut's microcrystalline wax. Now, normally with microcrystalline wax, you leave it a little bit. Just
But under time constraints.
But under time constraints.
So I've just put the link in for the virtual crafty again. So anybody who doesn't know, you can go there and click on watch all. I think it says. I went into the playlist and it's just got the last two in, but there is a link there that you can watch everybody. Or if you just click on the next person, it'll automatically take you through all the rest of the people that are on. Dr. Bob's just come in. Morning, Bob.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob.
Yeah, it's
got
set
your
to be
coffee
a
and
good
donuts?
day. Set to be a good day. Really looking forward to it. Especially looking forward to Heidi
And
again.
Wayne Bigfoot has put hashtag Jamie's Muse. Hang on. Jamie's Muse is better than his singing.
I think we'll have to agree to disagree there.
I don't know. 2 Saturdays in a row. Hang on, let's bring in Di.
As a singer, Jamie would make a bloody good dustman.
Hi, you guys.
That's right, mate. Yeah.
It's all right.
Two Saturdays in a row Jamie's been on.
All right.
Jamie Vision last weekend.
Was you to be by Colin and says, Scott, what is that song you use in the beginning of your live?
Something off Epidemic Sounds. So there's the body done. Yeah, it's something I saw on Epidemic Sounds. It was really catchy, but that is going to be changing. It's too long, that intro. Right, so we're now swapping for another bit. Again, Sycamore. I've rounded this down and made it slightly smaller for the head. So, bringing a tailstock again. How are we doing on time, guys?
We are 14
Just coming
minutes
up
in,
past.
mate.
You're doing great, mate.
Morning, Di.
Quicker than
Oh,
what I
sorry,
have in
good
practice.
afternoon, Di.
Hi, guys. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get in. The phone's needed a bit of an adjustment with a ball peen hammer to get it to work, so we're in now.
So we've got Di Prout on the panel now.
Weren't that the Remy's motto? If you can't fix it with a spanner, hit it with a hammer.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think I overdid using my phone last night on chatting to a friend till the wee hours, and it's just kind of clutched this morning, just frozen. It kept getting me as far as opening up the opening up StreamYard and saying entering studio, and then it just kept telling me it was entering studio. I thought power off and on, and that didn't work. So power off and on, and a gentle tap seems to work now.
Brian at Hartwood Turning says, "Did you sleep in, Di? Tell the truth."
Oh, of course I slept in. Yeah. Well, with me, I got my
Nick,
2
Nick
hours
the Flaming
sleep.
Turner's in.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Steve
Right,
Fleming's
Terry
here as
Hooper's
well.
saying to you,
Steve
Scott.
Preston.
Terry Hooper said that he loves the elephant. Could you send him the dimensions via email, which you've already got?
I will do, mate. To be honest, this isn't my idea. I was scrolling through, so I'd planned to do one of my normal lives turning animals. And I was scrolling through good old Google, and this one popped up on, I think it was Pinterest. So I had a go.
As you do.
As you do. And then there was a bit of a dilemma yesterday afternoon, which one I was going to turn today. So let's get rid of some of that waste wood.
So if you like what Scott's doing, hit the thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, pop across and subscribe and hit the notifications button. And if you really like what he's doing, there's a link at the top of the chat to his Buy Me a Coffee page, so where you can pop over and buy him a coffee. He hasn't had a coffee for about 10 minutes, so he'll be after one.
It's because I'm on the Red Bull, mate. Look, it gives you wings.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be flying around this workshop later with the
Lionel's
amount of
just come
coffee
in.
on.
Good afternoon, Lionel.
Afternoon,
Hello.
Lionel.
Do you know how you can tell the difference between an elephant, an Indian elephant, and an African elephant?
The
Go on,
ears.
Your accent.
Yes, the ears.
One has big
I
ears,
thought
one
you
has
were going to
little
make.
ears.
I thought you were going
I
to make a
did.
joke there.
No,
That's
the
why I didn't answer.
elephant- The African elephant has got his ears. The ears are the shape of Africa. Not everything I say is rude, Wayne.
I didn't say rude. I said a joke.
Oh, right.
So Lionel, Scott today is doing an elephant.
Something a little bit different. Now, being tight, I want to get the most out of this bit of wood.
That's not just a Yorkshire thing, then.
No.
So I'm just going to use a tip of my skew. As we all know, elephants' trunks do get smaller.
Wayne Big Feeties would still try and get a vase out of that piece in the truck.
He's from Sheffield, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Easy.
Right.
ain't got a Vespa.
Oh, don't, please.
Oh, we're on the Vespa again.
I'm still trying to get that image out of my head.
I can resend it to you.
No, you're fine, Jamie, you're fine.
Okay, I won't use that bit because it's gone flying down the workshop.
I
Oh, that
didn't need
happened
it.
to me earlier. That was my signal to say go to the next grip.
Yeah, that's what I've done. So the problem with this is my setup for when I do IRDs to clubs. The only problem is, once you're behind it, you can't get to the other side of the workshop. Because it goes right across the width for the workshop. It was an old disco stand. Which my missus had a heart attack when she saw it arrive. Because she thought I was going back into doing DJing.
Glenn's in the chat.
Hiya, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
And Brian said about you, Jamie, that it is usually a rude joke.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
So this is now probably only spinning on about 7 or 8 mil. So I've got to be really gentle.
Robert Elliott or Dr. Bob says it looks like a bottle to hold his genie.
I was getting all sorts of comments the other day when I was practicing off Jamie and Andy.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Right, so that's down
I'm
to
sure they would have all
240.
been positive.
They, do you know what, Wayne? They were really positive. You know, this sort of shape, you could split and hollow and you make it into a baby's rattle. Maybe something to try in the future.
Yeah, there you go. What sort of finish would you put on it? Ball linseed oil?
Well, I think it's the Hampshire Sheen.
What, for
for a baby's rattle.
were you talking
It's gotta
about the
be
baby's
choice,
rattle there?
Yeah.
No, the baby's rattle, I wouldn't put any finish on.
No.
Well, you could use the food safe stuff, or you could use mineral oil, couldn't you?
Well, the Hampshire Sheen
I just wouldn't.
stuff is now toy safe and
Food safe,
yeah.
yeah.
But we're not doing a baby's rattle, we're doing an elephant. So, chestnut sanding sealer again. We'll turn the lathe down and stop it.
You got 63 watching, Scott,
Fantastic. Thank you everyone for coming
and
in.
you're 23 minutes in.
And thank you Jamie and Carl for inviting me to come in and participate in this one. I think is this my second or my third? Can't remember.
I think it may be a third.
Yeah, I've missed a couple, but yeah, because we did the Canon. What else should we do?
Well, maybe it's your second then.
I think it might be my third. I don't know. But thank you for having me back. I really enjoy doing these. So this is Yorkshire Grit Original again.
Glenn wants to know what's that you're using.
What's this I'm using? This is good old Yorkshire Grit.
With
Original.
hands that feel pity, can be soft as your face. With light brown Yorkshire gritty.
I have got Glenn's.
Oh yeah, DJ's Hobby says coffee grinder was first.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, coffee grinder, the Canon. So this is my third.
Yeah.
That coffee grinder comes in very handy. It's had plenty of use. Until my missus found out the cost of the beans I was using. And then brought me Tesco's stuff yesterday.
Own brand, yeah.
Well, I was paying 15 quid a pouch and she come home with this pouch of stuff for £2.40. It's a little bit
15
different.
quid? What were you
Yeah.
drinking?
Skull Crusher.
Dear me.
I like coffee, but I don't like it at that price.
No, I don't.
No, me neither.
You can get
So-
like a kilogram of Lavaz for that price.
I think the company that makes Skull Crusher are now doing veterans coffee and emergency services coffee as well. So
Why would you spend 15 quid on a bag of beans like that price? You could buy a tub of Yorkshire grit for that price. A tub and a half.
It don't taste quite the same. It's not bad though.
Even so, you could have water instead and have Yorkshire grit.
I've not tried putting Yorkshire grit for a coffee maker.
I'd drink water and have the Yorkshire grit instead.
So there we go. Towel's coming off nice and clean. So the Yorkshire grit's done its job. So we go back to the chestnuts microcrystalline. What are we up to? 26 minutes. Look at that. Might get both ears turned. Said before, normally I'd let that have a little bit of time to dry, but we're time constraints today. But what I'll probably do after the live is put another coat on and then buff it off with the chestnuts buffing tree.
So we need to think of a song for chestnut products now. So we've got one for Yorkshire grit, we've got one for Hampshire Sheen.
Oh yeah.
Chestnuts going on a spinning lathe. Instead of chestnuts going on an open fire.
Okie dokes. Right, let's part this off. Let's get the big skew, and I'm just going to use the point of the skew for this. Where's my tiny bowl gouge? Not bowl gouge, parting tool. There we go. One head. Someone's robbed me Chucky. It was here. There it is. Hiding under the sandpaper. So you can use the same coloured woods if you want. I've got a piece of Babinga. Quite like the contrast in the ears of the two different woods. And all we're going to do here is turn two little flat dome discs. A little bit like if you're jewellery making. You could use these for pendants. Just clean my glasses so I can see what I'm actually doing. So we're just going to make a couple of little domes. I know I did forget.
Jennifer's just come in. Good afternoon, Jennifer.
Hiya, Jennifer.
Hello,
Hey,
Jen.
Jenny. I put a battery in that clock today, Jenny. Just trying to find out somewhere to put it up.
better. Again, tip of the skew, just to mark how thick you want it, where you're going to part it off. And then I run my thin parting tool in just behind. Just so I can get in and sand in there. So that's now down to about 8mm in there.
Dr. Bob's just said when he was doing his seasonal shop cleaning, I discovered two of the original metal tins of unopened grit that he tucked away in an old box that they were originally shipped in. There you go.
Well, Glyn hasn't done metal tins for a while now, has he?
No.
I bet they
Like
still
design.
tasted as good as when they were first made.
Now this is the safest way I've found of doing these is. I don't know if you've spotted, but I had a little accident with the belt sander because I thought I'd put these on the belt sander and sand the backs.
You
Nah.
take your knuckles off, did you?
No, I took the tip of my finger off.
Oh.
It's nice and smooth. So yeah, don't do that, peeps.
Yeah.
Now I know you waste a little bit of wood sanding like this, but it's a lot safer. $2.40.
Chris Spinning Wood Dodger says Antiques Roadshow recommend keeping the original boxes, Dr. Bob.
Take it on Dickinson's Real Deal.
Yeah.
His
He would
face is about the
suggest
same colour, isn't it?
taking it to auction.
Mind you, when I did the Excellence in Finishing course with Martin at Hampshire Sheen, I rocked up and he went, "Oh my days, how old is that tin?"
One of my very first ever purchases was a tin of Hampshire Sheen original in one of the original white tubs.
Yep, I've still got one.
Right, okay. So that was the methylated spirits again, just cleaning it. Now you do have to do some hand finishing on the back of these pieces, but it's a lot less than what you would do if you didn't do
So
that
Dr.
little
Bob is
research.
asking, are they still good even they've gone through several years of heat and freezing? I don't see any reason why not.
No, nor can I.
Nah.
Steve Fleming has said metal tins are better for the environment than plastic. That all depends if they're recyclable or not. Talking about the plastic.
Well, my tin of Yorkshire grit I finished the other day, I've washed out and I'm going to use it for storing stuff in. So seal up nice and tight. How are we doing on time?
I've actually just had a thought. If Glyn's out in the chat, can Glyn, are these tubs made of HDPE?
They don't feel like it. What are they? Have they got a 2 in a triangle on the bottom?
That's, I don't know, it's got a sticker on it.
Most of the most plastic tubs that you get these days can be recycled anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you spray mold release in it, but I was thinking you could probably use it for resin as well.
Yeah.
It's easily reformed as well and then turned HDPE.
What are we up to? We've got 25 minutes.
Alan!
Bryn's chasing the elephants.
Or you could take your grit tub, send it back to Glyn, and get it refilled for a fine price of $9.99.
So that was some microcrystalline again. You know what you were saying in yours about being sponsored for tissue paper, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely being handy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Use it like you own a tissue factory.
Yeah.
Like a teenage boy.
Or that.
Okay. So we've
Lawrence says, Scott, did you make a dog also besides the elephant?
I've looked at one. I've seen a dachshund that I want to have a look at doing. So that might be alive coming up.
Can I just say, when Jamie said about sending the tins back to Glyn, Glyn doesn't know anything about that.
Yeah, before everyone starts doing it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. That was me messing around. So don't start sending your tubs back to Glyn.
Right, so there's one here. Now, in a true Blue Peter moment, I'm not going to turn another ear because I want to get a finished one done. Let's take the chuck off. I have one already done. So where
Steve Jones said, after hearing your dogs barking, and my one just started.
Right. So the head. Actually, do you know what? Let's come back to
John from New Jersey's in.
Let's come back to that.
You have 69 people watching, Scott.
Fantastic. So, as you can imagine, that's round. That's round. It's going to look a bit funny. You could just use a dowel and join them. What I've done, true Blue Peter style, is I've just sanded 2 flats, and also for the ears you need a couple of flats, so they join on, and then I've just marked where the eyes are going to go with a drill piece. So let's start assembling all these bits and pieces. Is that camera all right for this, or do you want the overhead back on? Actually, I wonder what tailstock cam's like. Let's have a look. Tailstock. Let's drop that down a bit, and that might be better. Now, if you're sponsored by a super glue company, like Jamie, you could use Starbond. However, we're going to use good old Pound Shop Special. And some activator. So what I will do...
Well, Sneaks is in. Hi, Sneaks.
Hiya, Clive.
Sneaks.
Hi, Clive, buddy.
So we give the body a little bit of activator. Of course, if you wanted to, you could use wood glue, but you'd have to hold it longer. Got that activator dry quick. And I just look to line up my flats. A minute. Okay. Now the ears, when they come off, have a little dimple in the middle. So as I said, they're just sanded by hand. Again, bit of CA. You don't have to use activator, but I find it just makes it a little bit easier. And you get it all over your fingers. Where's a bit of tissue?
And Radar the Woodturner's just come in.
Oh, your radar.
Right, I'm going to shoot off, guys. I need to help Dale with his live.
All right, mate.
See you in a
All
bit,
right, I'll
Jamie.
see you all over
No
there.
problem,
Right,
Jimmy.
in.
See you soon.
see you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Well, I've just put the link in for the Virtual
Dale.
Crafty YouTube channel. So pop across there and you can get the playlist where everybody just continues on. You don't have to change anything. You'll just see everybody's live.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's great that they've done that. Really makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
And if you like what Scott's doing, hit the thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, pop across and subscribe to him and hit the notification button so you get to see all of his videos and lives and stuff like that. And if you really like what he's doing, there's a link at the top of the chat to his Buy Me a Coffee page where you can pop across and buy him a coffee.
Which would be really appreciated. All of that money comes back into the workshop. Currently saving up for some more cameras because some of these are not as good a quality as I'd like.
Dr. Bob saying, medical question. What is the appropriate solvent to use when you have a cut with grit in it? I would just wash it out with warm soapy water.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I tend to just use a can of general spray solvent for anything like that and then follow it up with tea tree oil. But that's just, it's not medical advice, obviously. Took the back of my knuckle off with a hacksaw yesterday. That
Did
was
that
pleasant.
smart a little bit.
When I put the tea tree oil, it did, funnily enough.
It's the same as when you put activator.
Mm.
This glue doesn't want to stick. Same as when you put activator on in a cut if you use CA to sort yourself out.
Yeah. I learned that trick from a mate who worked in a glass factory. He used to permanently have his super glue in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's what it was
This
invented for.
elephant's got,
Nice skin bonding.
yeah, this elephant's got wonky ears. But that doesn't matter. So the eyes, these are just, I think they're 6mm cabochons. I got 200 off eBay for like 99p. Now, if you've got fat fingers like I have, then a pair of tweezers comes in handy for these. And all I do is I put a little bit of CA in the hole. Just rush that in there. A little bit of CA in the other hole.
Yes, Clive, buddy, it's me.
So it's all design technique. What you do is entirely up to you. That's the beauty about making. That's the beauty of crafting. You get to put your artistic flair on things. So let's come back to the main cam. So there's today's one. And there's his mate. Carry on doing these. I'm going to have a herd of elephants. Nice, simple project that a beginner can do. There's lots of different ideas out there. There's lots of good books for people to try. Different ideas. I know my library's definitely growing, and bits on there that I want to try. But as the guys have said, if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you'd like to, please hit that subscribe button. It would be very much appreciated. Thursday evening at 7:30, I've got a 500 subscriber giveaway, which is a bowl I turned a couple of weeks ago. So keep an eye on my Instagram for that, and then I'll have all the details how to enter. But that will be getting drawn on Thursday, and will go worldwide. Next up today, we have Dale at Mapletree, who's going to be scrolling. Let's bring the guys back in as well. There we go. Di's sorting his hair out. Yeah, Dale's got some scrolling to do. Al's doing Al's things at Al's Hat Shack. Stuart Freeney will be doing some colouring later on. Wayne is on at 8 PM, Wayne?
Yep, 8 o'clock. I'm on.
8 PM UK time. And then it scrolls out.
I'll be doing some colouring as well.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out virtuallycrafty.com. That will give you the playlist for all of today. You haven't got to swap between different links. Just sit back and enjoy. Good luck to everyone else that's due to follow on. I'm quite impressed. I've done it in 50 minutes. When I've been practicing, it's been touching the hour. Literally touching the hour.
Well done, mate.
But we're there. I'm going to call it time. Some of you have probably been watching for 3 hours or stuff now. So I'll give you a little bit of an opportunity to go and use the facilities, grab a drink. Thank you to everyone that's joined in. I'm going to hit the button, and I shall see you in the comments on the rest of the lives. Speaks to you all
See you soon.
later on.
Bye for now.